with Saraf. I'm the managing director of Smartshore services. We are into AI, IT and procurement services space. So we are present in 3 countries, headquartered in US, and then present in Singapore and India. India is our delivery location. We have an office in Noida. And we are looking to expand to UAE and UK probably later this year. And with closet support, maybe we will expand to Germany as well. We specialize in financial services with a lot of large global banking clients. And then we also work in IT services, primarily serving banking clients through the IT services firms. And then we also work through telecom. So those are the 3 primary industries we operate in. So we kind of think of ourselves as procurement experts, right? So just to put in very simple terms, right? Whenever an organization wants to buy something, you go to a procurement department, they understand your need, they issue an RFP, reach out to the vendors, get the quotes, do all the dirty negotiations, write lengthy contracts, and then make sure those vendors are paid on time. So that's the space which we specialize in, right? So this is just a high-level flow chart of the different activities which are part of procurement, and we operate in each and every part of that. So the first is the procurement management, right? Putting the strategies together, putting the teams together. So there are different categories in procurement, right? So you need to handle your real estate vendors differently. You need to handle your IT vendors differently. So there's a whole category management expertise which we have there. Then we also look at the sourcing aspect of it. You want to issue an RFP, right? We have a list of vendors. We have people who will issue the RFP for you, reach out to the market, get you the best deal. And then managing the suppliers, right? That's the very important part, right? You need to have proper service levels. You need to be monitoring them properly and making sure your suppliers deliver on what they promised during the sales cycle, which is usually very, very different, right? And then we also have procure to pay operations. So if you want a team, we have a low-cost location in India. You want buyers, we have buyers who are educated in all the different categories. They are available in India. We help with the entire process. You need people who issue purchase orders. You need people who can process your invoices. So we do all that out of India. And then of course we can also handle your travel and expense receipts and everything. So one of the tools in procurement which we have found very interesting for our medium-sized businesses, reverse auctions, right? So a lot of large enterprise customers use reverse auctions, right? But a lot of mid-sized companies, small companies have never heard of it, right? It is nothing but auction in reverse, right? Where the suppliers, we bring in a pool of suppliers to a platform and everybody is bidding against each other, right? And we all want to be number 1, so do the suppliers, and you are gaining in that whole aspect, right? Because when your supplier is number 1, you are saving costs. So just this one exercise can very easily save 5 to 20% of the cost on your existing database with the same suppliers, right? So that's it's an excellent way to reduce your costs. And in case you don't want a whole lot of suppliers doing it, you can use Japanese auction. So this auction is where you are competing only one vendor, and you are giving them bids to accept, right? Telling them that they have to accept a bid. So it's an excellent way to just save the cost from the existing supplier. And then the last is the Dutch auction, right? Here you start with the lowest possible price, and then everybody gets one shot. So whosoever accepts the price, he gets a bid. So you have to participate if you want to win. So this is just one tool which we use a lot for saving costs for our customers. In addition to that, we also do a little bit of AI, right? There are AI and RPA. So a lot of these processes are very manual in nature, right? For example, you receive a lot of invoices, and then we have ERP systems which typically don't take it automatically, right? You have a manual piece where somebody is taking in the invoice from the email and putting it in the ERP system. The OCRs don't work half the time, right? So we automate some of those processes so that your team can be optimized. The other thing we do is we have different solutions for your people needs, right? So we believe you should always have 3 components of your teams, right? Your key processes should always be with your employees. Then you should have a dedicated resource pool for your long-term. Anything you are doing more than a year, you should think of that as a dedicated resource pool. Do a fixed price for transaction pricing, so that your supplier is equally engaged with you in the outcome. And then of course, if you need some people for just a few months, then you can use as time and material. And we provide all this workforce in all the 3 countries we operate in: US, India, and Singapore. Now, this is what's important to us as a company, because we are a services-based company. It's very important to retain and attract talent, right? One of the things we do, and we have been doing in last 15 years, is we have monthly, quarterly, and yearly awards, right? We make sure we give a proper certificate to all our employees, and they post it on, anywhere on the web, right? So it is a good development tool for them. We make sure that we migrate our people out of India to other countries. We have done more than 50 people to Singapore, US, and that's one of the reasons a lot of people join our company, even though we are a smaller company. We have had full remote work option since 2010. So it's been 13 years. We never ask anyone to come to office unless they want to, right? But if you want to, then we do have an office where you can work. We do have a policy which I decided long back. So anybody who gets married in our firm, we give one week paid vacation, and the hotel is always paid by Smartshore. So our employees do appreciate that. And then we believe in, there's a lot of classroom learning, but we believe in people learning from each other. So every 15 days, we have a forum in which we give our employees an opportunity to present among themselves. Because public speaking is an important skill for people to have, and we make sure that is there. Next is, we got listed in the Inc. 5000 in 2020. We are also a certified minority business from NMSDC, and there are a few articles. We got recognized by Silicon India a few years ago, and then also by the Inside Success magazine. Now, a lot of our hiring we do from colleges, and a lot of the colleges we hire from, they do appreciate what we do, and they take out ads in the newspaper appreciating us. So what are our plans for next 12 to 24 months? We are looking to expand to at least 5 more countries, because as our name is Smartshore, we want to give multiple choices to our clients. We are thinking of UAE, Poland, Mexico, maybe Germany, and a couple of others. That's why we are here trying to meet people, because this is amazing, 70 plus countries here. So typically we have always worked with the enterprise customers. Now we are looking to expand with more medium and small size businesses, because we believe that those technologies and those processes which the large enterprise customers have been using, those need to come to the medium and small size businesses as well. And then we're also looking at doing business with the US government. We believe in the way we grow is we start with a proof of concept, really small. Then we do case by case resource supply, and then ultimately we want to build the expertise center for the client at the Smartshore location. That is it. Any questions?
You're based in the US?
Yes.
Which city?
New York.
New York.
And then how big is how many employees does your company have?
Yeah, so we are around 500.
I find the model interesting, the flex model with having different staffs or whatever. So it sounds interesting. And what, just out of curiosity, why do you pick the areas where you're gonna geographically grow? Is it just you feel like they have to?
Yeah, that's a question. Yeah, so to be honest, we are evaluating a little bit, but Mexico, for example, has a good option. What we want is scalable workforce, right? So we don't want only 10, 20, 30 people. If we are looking at it should at least be hundreds. So Mexico, because of the near shore, and because of Spanish capability, Poland has really taken off in a big way in banking. There are a lot of back office, so we have to kind of match where our clients are. And we already doing a lot of business in Dubai, and Dubai is flourishing really, really well. So, but we are definitely looking at other options as well.
So it's less based on the actual client base, it's more actually based on the people resources.
Yeah, because our clients are mostly US and they are agnostic, they can go anywhere. We just have to make sure that we find like the right mix of, the cost is also a consideration, right? So like if we go to, for example, in Ireland, which was a great destination 12 years ago, but now it is like the cost is almost as much as New York, so it makes no sense to outsource that.
That makes sense, thank you, that makes a lot of sense, thank you.
So you're like, so it's procurement as a service, almost as a middle layer between a big, say, Fortune 500 company and the IT that you guys are taking care of that procurement piece for large?
Yes, so when it comes to procurement technology, we do help implement the procurement technology. So like nowadays you have different procure-to-pay softwares, like you have different contract lifecycle management softwares, you have different auction softwares. So we help implement those and maintain those as well.
So that's why you
Yeah, so what would be the interface then with a company? Are they given like, these are our needs and you guys take it from there, or how is that typically the transaction on the business side where you guys can, how does that come in?
It is some of that where they have a need and we come in, but a lot of times we come and we actually do a diagnostic of their existing processes. So we map their processes and then we say, okay, these are the things you need. Everybody might not need the same thing, right? So if you're too small a company, you don't need auction platform. You can probably use ours, right?
Find a lot of large companies may have, different parts of the organization buy the same products from, you see that often happening, or?
Yeah, and
That's
we
an
do.
easy way to save money, it's like, you guys already have this product.
Yeah, and interestingly, what we see is different vendors, same vendor is providing services to providing software to two different clients. The large company is getting the stuff at 30% cheaper than the small and medium-sized company. And think that small, medium-sized company actually needs more competitive pricing, but they are not able to because they just don't have the market in town.
Supply chain is, always in the conversation after COVID-19. And your software, if I understood correctly, is into procurement management.
Yes.
Have you thought about creating another line to do what we call the procurement matchmaking? For example, between buyers and suppliers, and match them according to, their needs, wants, certifications, past performance, and all that. Have you thought about that?
So when we do RFPs, of course, that's what we're doing, the matchmaking, but I think your point is more toward, do we do it in an automated way?
Yes.
I think maybe we are not there yet, but that's definitely something we have to do.
It's a big niche because the Chamber of Commerce that I represent, we do matchmakings using technology, and we have only identified one software in Texas that it can do it, with the compliance that we require. So I'm just.
Would love to learn more.
Yes, definitely. So I'll tell you more later. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.